Fly, Phoenix, fly.
Hello world, today is February 18th, year 249, Moonation 2789, cold moon in the peaceful democratic secular republic of the United States of America, fourth Hellenistic period of natural revelation. Les Wexner, you share the same name as my father, Leslie. And so, Mr. Wexner, you obviously are very guilty of participating in the Epstein files and funding the infamous Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, you're obviously very guilty also. Now, you may feel that you are going to be king of the United States. However, you are wrong, and we're going to stop you. I am the person, apparently, who is destined to do it. And that's why I've made this coat of arms that's behind me. It's complicated, these things. I'm a novice. I don't know what I'm doing. You, however, Donald Trump, are being told what to do by Vladimir Putin of the old world. The kingdoms of the old world, they know how these things work. There are steps that you, Donald Trump, are completing in order to build your kingdom. What's important for Americans to know is that the First Lady is the Slavic Yugoslavian Soviet named Melanija Navs. She is the Trojan horse of the United States. And the soldier that came out of the wooden Trojan horse, in this case, the soldier is Baron Trump. Baron Trump is next in line to sit on the throne that Donald Trump is building. These ideas, they can seem absurd until you see all the facts. And after you've lived in kingdoms like I have, you come to understand it. Because kings are infallible in the eyes of the sycophants who follow them. I personally, I follow no man. I follow no person. I never followed my parents either because they ignored me. That must be a big difference between me and most people. I have no addictions. I'm not addicted to any music or a singer or a piece of art or a car or any of those things. No addictions to alcohol or marijuana or any other drugs. I've consumed alcohol and marijuana, but I'm not addicted to them. So I think the final thing I need to do in order to defeat you, Donald Trump, is to align myself with some more people. And that's what I'm going to do next. And I think when you see it, Donald Trump, maybe you will stay in bed. That's what we need you to do, is to stay in bed and to not get up in the morning. The Jeffrey Epstein files are coming for you, Donald Trump. There is no escape. There is none. We're going to get you one way or another. You can't build or occupy warehouses fast enough to eliminate the entirety of the American population, Donald Trump. $38 billion for warehouses to exterminate people. That's what they're for. Yes. We've seen all these patterns before in history. I have the unfortunate task of informing everybody of these things because I have the time. I'm always chronically unemployed because of Christian nationalism and the Catholic Inquisition. And yes, Pope Leo XIV, Robert Francis Prevost, you went to Peru to erase my legacy, and you are now king of Vatican Castle, and you're still trying to erase me. You tried in San Diego, California with and he ripped my foot off, but I didn't die. And then I went to Saudi Arabia. I did not want to go to that place. I had a good time overall, but they, of course, they used me as a pawn, a geopolitical pawn, and asked me to make a video for Donald Trump in the year 2017, and I refused. Because again, I don't follow anybody or anything. All I ever try to do is find some employment. And that's not possible because people always require that I submit myself to their fascist ideas, and I refuse. And being a school teacher is, for me, it's terrible. I hate it. I didn't like being a child when I was a child. I don't like being around children at all. Doesn't mean I hate children. I just don't like to be around them because it's not my interest. And I refuse to be a teacher in America because of guns. There are so many guns in America. If I was a teacher in a classroom, for certain somebody would shoot at that school to kill me and everybody else. That's why I'm not a teacher in America. And that's how I felt about America ever since I returned from Peru in 2004. I didn't realize at the time that the Catholic Inquisition and the Christian nationalists were actively oppressing me. But that's the truth. And I think many other people feel the same. I think many people pretend to be Christian so that they might get ahead in life. Me, I refuse. I won't do it. I like Joseph Campbell and his book, The Hero of 1,000 Faces. He's probably the only person I've ever followed, Joseph Campbell. And that's only been the last couple of years. For all those women who were abused by the Jeffrey Epstein pedophile ring, I apologize on behalf of all men. I myself suffered plenty of abuse by my family. Different, though, for me as a man than it was for you women. I feel like I've been abused by my country all of my life. And I was driven out of the country into exile after my leg was amputated. And then I went around the world and was abused by other men in other lands. But not as severely as in the United States. Only here do people try to kill me frequently. In the rest of the world, they just try to harness me like a horse and get me to promote their fascist ideas. And I always refused. And that's why I'm back here in America. And here we're fighting it out right now with fascist Trump, who wants to build a throne at the White House. So remember, if you build a throne at Mar-a-Lago, you are king of Mar-a-Lago. If you build a throne at the White House, you are the king of America. So we must stop him. And I think I know what to do. I think it's quite simple now. I've had a lot of practice. I see how things work. What motivates us. Yeah. So I'm going to be working on that. Semper Fidelis, U.S. Marines, hoorah! This will defend U.S. Army, hooah! Semper Fortis, U.S. Navy, hoo-yah! Aim high, fly, fight, win, U.S. Air Force, hooah! And Semper Paratus, U.S. Coast Guard, hoo-yah! Finally, Semper Supra, U.S. Space Force, hooah! Thank you. Take care.
Fly, Phoenix, fly.